Sure, it's video.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Pete's Chiropractic Clinic. I am Morgan. I am the office manager here. I have been here for 5 years. Before I was the office manager, I did exactly what you guys are going to be doing, which is working at the front desk. So what we're going over today is something that I have done, that I have done many times. I know what I'm doing. I know how it works, all the ins and outs. So today we will be going over how to check patients in, how to put them into the appointment rooms, and then check them out after their appointments. There is some computer use with the computer program needed in there, but you guys have already learned about the computers. So just remember what you've learned on that end if I bring it up. It's important to follow these steps because it's going to help us be productive in the office. It's going to keep us on track. It's going to keep us in a routine, but not only us, the staff and the doctors, but the patients as well. It's important that they know what to expect when they come in through the door and on their way out as well. So we're going to be talking about checking in patients, and in the article Check In, Check Out, Improving the Management of Hotel Front Office Operations by Phil Rowland and Popotova, they talk about how the front desk is the first place that we interact, that we communicate with the staff, right? So it's going to be, they also say that is where we make our first impression on the clients or the patients in our case coming in. So we want to give off a warm and welcoming feel. So when our first step, which is going to be greeting them, when we are greeting our patients, we want to have that warm welcome, a smile on our face. We want to make them feel that they want to come back, right? So we must be warm and welcoming. So we're going to greet them when they come in. We're going to sign in when the patients will sign in. Most of them will know to sign in the beginning. Some you might have to remind to sign them in. After you sign them in, when they're signing in, you're going to pull them up in the computer, confirm their appointment time in the computer and with them. Make sure that the appointment time is right. If it is, then you can tell the patient to take a seat. After the patient takes a seat, you're going to go and grab their folder from the rest of them. And then you're going to put them into the appointment lineup. The lineup works. The front of the line is the person who's going to see the doctor next. The person that's going to see the doctor next. And behind them are consequently the next visits. We try to keep them in order of appointment of who's ever in front will be going in next. So we take one, there'll be one behind that, so on and so forth. So once they're in the lineup, then we're going to be ready to put a patient in the room. So the doctors work out of 2 rooms. There's room 1 and there's room 2. Within those rooms are where the doctors work. And we are going to be putting the patients in the room. So say room 1 is empty. John Doe is up next. You're going to call John Doe's name from the waiting room, and he'll come up. You're going to have his folder ready, and you're going to hand him his folder and tell him that he can go ahead into room 1. He can take a seat, and the doctor will be in there momentarily. After the patients come out of the room with the doctor, after their adjustment, the doctor will come up to you. He will hand you the folder, which he filled out notes in, and he's probably going to tell you a time that he would like to see, his recommended time to when he can to see that patient back. So you'll open the folder and you're going to read the notes. Within the notes, this is what they'll look like. There might be some writing on there. You can ignore all that. What we're going to focus on is this. So this is the areas we look at. So when the doctor has his notes completed, some areas will be circled. So we have 4 different areas: cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and the SI area. So in each of these areas, there are little sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to look and see how many of these areas. So there's the C section, the T section, and the L section. So only ones in the T section here and the C section are circled. So that means so he only adjusted 2 areas of the spine. So if it's 1 to 2 areas, like it is, we're going to use the code 98940. We're going to put that code in the computer on the patient's file under the procedure tab, which you should remember where that is. If it was more, if sections in the C area or the T area or the L area were all circled, then it would be 3, and then you would put in the code 98941 into the procedure. Once you add the code into the procedure tab, you are going to pull, something's gonna pop up telling you what the patient owes. You will tell the patient in a polite manner, this is what you owe for today. The patient will pay you cash, credit, or check, whichever one. And you know how to use all the machines again, and then you will put in what the patient owed into the computer, what they paid us, and then you'll put the money or whatever form they used away into the cash drawer, which is right next to you. After you have that all in there, we have to remember checking out is an important part of the whole process, the whole procedure. According to Thal, Roland, and Poptova, again, the checkout point is the last contact a guest will have. This point will determine what kind of impression will the guest carry with him or her. And so it's going to be the last time that we get to make them want to feel like they want to come back. So next we're going to ask them if they want to set up a scheduled time, another appointment. If they do, then we can pull them up in the computer, help them find a time. If they don't, we just say goodbye, say farewell, we'll see you next time. They know how to get a hold of us, and they can call us when they need us next. So if we are scheduling a new appointment or a follow-up appointment, some patients might want to schedule more than one as well. We'll help them find the right time in the doctor's schedule and in theirs. Once we decided on a time, then we're going to take one of the appointment cards out. The appointment cards are located right in front of you, right on the computer. And you can just go ahead and write down their date and their time of their next appointment and hand that to them, and then they should be on their way. Then they can go and we will see them next time. After the patient leaves, the final step is to put the folder away. The patient's folder, we check them out, they're complete. We can put the folder away now. We want to stay organized and not have folders out all over the place where they don't belong. In the 2018 article, Impact of Cleanliness on the Productivity of Employees by Hovertz, Johan, and Terpstra, they discuss that the cleaner the workplace, the better the productivity is. It's good for us because we want to have a productive workplace. It's probably what keeps us going, what keeps us functioning, what keeps us bringing in money. After we put that folder away, keep our area clean and organized, we're just going to get ready to do it all over again to check in that next patient. So overall, it might seem as though it's a lot. You might have questions down the road, and that I'll be here to help you guys with those questions, the obstacles you might face. So today we went over how to check in the patients, how to put them in the rooms and when, and how to check out the patients. Just a reminder that it is important to follow these steps because we want to make sure that the patients are coming in and knowing what to expect. Just like I want to come to work every day and know what to expect as well. So it's important for us and the staff and the patients as well. We want to keep a very straightforward way of what to expect here at Pete's Chiropractic. So thank you guys for being here today. If you have any questions, I'm here to ask. So thank you.